What basic, children's age level fact did you only find out embarrassingly later in life? My 31-year-old girlfriend thought islands don't touch the bottom of the ocean. Can confirm this is a thing. Was a kayak surf snorkel guide in Hawaii, and a staggering amount of people asked me how long it would take to swim under the island. My grandma always made me eat the crust of my bread because it has the most nutrients. In college, when I told my younger cousin that in front of my grandma, she laughed and said, "I only told you that so you wouldn't waste the crust." Similarly, that if you turn the lights on and off too fast you'll start a fire. Once I became a parent, I realized it's just a way to stop kids from being annoying. A few years ago I was searching for different classical pieces in Spotify, getting frustrated that every version Spotify had of works by composers like Beethoven and Bach were covers performed by modern orchestras. My idiot brain was looking for original recordings from the 18th century until it finally realized how dumb that was. New release from Tchaikovsky, the 2021 Overture. My son thought Beethoven was a YouTuber because the song we listened to was added in 2019. I kept picturing him, "Hey guys, it's your boy, Beethoven. Hit that subscribe button." Once when I was 17 I was losing my mind trying to find cupcake mix in the baking aisle. Only to then have the epiphany that cupcakes are just small cakes. Lol. Okay, so I grew up on a small farm. We had cows, chickens, pig, rabbits and goats and more. On occasion we had to shear the goats. The goats would hold very still when being sheared. Like statue still. I saw this on pretty regular occasion. When my parents would take me to get a haircut, they would tell the barber to give me a billy goat cut. Of course, to me this meant hold really still, so I did. Had the same barber for a long time. Eventually he passed when I was in high school, leaving me to find a new barber. Imagine my and the new barber's surprise when he said, "How do you want it cut?" And I said, "I just want a normal billy goat cut." This is one of those things that makes me cringe at night. When I was little I didn't know what sideburns were called. Mr. Rogers came on TV and I pointed at his sideburn and asked my mom, "What is this called?" I just heard her answer, "Rogers." And for some reason I never made the connection that that was also his name. I was in college and I said something about having to push my Rogers back. Everyone thought I was insane. In my head they are still Rogers. I was 23 when I learned I was allergic to apples. Someone was complaining about their throat closing up after smoking, and I responded with, "Oh yeah, like when you eat an apple." You can imagine how the conversation went from there. A friend of mine learned he was allergic to bananas when his mom asked why he didn't want one, and he said he just wasn't in the mood for a spicy fruit. We were at least teenagers. Hi, you just taught me that I'm allergic to rambutans and lychees and I am devastated and my day is ruined. Thanks. Roommate confirmed that these fruits are in fact not spicy. A pony is not a baby horse. I'm 47, and learned that less than a decade ago. My mom used to tell me the car doesn't start if the seat belts aren't buckled. Didn't know that wasn't a real feature until I was 22. Yes, and please keep the truth to yourself around every child I drive places. Also, don't tell them it's not illegal for anyone under 18 to peel a banana in a car. Is there a specific event behind this law, may I ask? Mario Kart is all the reason I need. Reindeer are a real animal. When I found out about Father Christmas I thought that meant reindeer weren't real. I was very much an adult when I was very confused, and excited, to see one in real life. Have a fun fact, both male and female reindeer have antlers. I had to tell my aunt, at the age of 60, that cats and dogs cannot interbreed and create some sort of hybrid cat-dog. She didn't believe me at first, so I had to tell her lots of half people half sheep would be running around if that was the case. I'm from Pennsylvania. When they do the nightly lottery drawings on TV, they always add a reminder at the end, benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. So, naturally, I just assumed that a lot of elderly people won the lottery. When I was a teen I made a joke to my dad about him turning 50 and having a better shot at winning the lottery, and he looked at me like I was nuts. Turns out that benefits older Pennsylvanians every day means that the lottery is a fundraiser for senior services, and here I was thinking that it meant grandma was winning millions on her scratch-offs. Similarly, I often hear about donating your car or boat to a charity who helps adults with intellectual disabilities. I truly thought they were giving the cars and boats to the actual people. It took me an embarrassingly long time before I realized that when a movie had a blurb from Rolling Stone, it wasn't the Rolling Stones reviewing it. I spent much too much of my life thinking the Rolling Stones created Rolling Stone the publication. I spent until well into my teen years thinking it's cool how the Rolling Stones are so influential in music they have a whole magazine reviewing shit. Like I really thought Mick Jagger was just giving his opinion on shit at it. Thank you for the awards. So wanna guess what I just learned today? At 39? Also, Rolling Stone rock and roll. Till. One of my mates from my master's, grad school, didn't know that there were male and female chickens. He thought roosters and hens were different breeds. The same went for cows. He justifies hating cheese because he thought cow's milk was cow urine. We had to explain to him that piss is not stored in the udders and also asked him what he thought happened when human mothers breastfed newborns. Piss ain't stored in the tits, mate. We were 24 at the time. Tim, if you're reading this, you were way smarter than me at neuro-ophthalmology, lol. Edit, I can't believe my most awarded comment is about cow piss. Thanks for the gold plus silver, guys, and thanks, Tim. Sorry they roasted you, haha. Piss ain't stored in the tits, mate is my new Discord status. I went to Lowe's and in front of everyone asked for strap-ons. The correct word I was looking for was ratchets-downs. My dad's not a native English speaker and he calls bungee cord strap-ons. He once asked a poor, unsuspecting Home Depot employee where to find a pack of heavy-duty strap-ons. I'll have to ask for the heavy-duty ones next time, lol. Found out that jackalopes are not real and a creation from taxidermists and other folklore. Was absolutely mind-blown and Scooby-Doo betrayed my younger mind. I remember the jackalope thing from Scooby-Doo, I just presumed they were real too. My cousin's name. Growing up, we'd always called her Torai, always that and nothing else. A couple years ago, well into my 20s, she's visiting and we go to a restaurant. Our waitress comes up and says, "Hi there, my name's Victoria and I'll be taking care of you." My cousin says, "Oh neat, that's my name too." I was surprised by the cause my dumbass never put together that Torai was short for Victoria. When I was a kid, I answered the phone when my Aunt Chris was expecting a call, then hung up when the person on the line asked for Christina. I dunno why, but I grew up thinking my Aunt Chris' full name was Christopher. There's no chemical in the pool that reveals pee. A buddy and I were talking about it and we both realized at the same time that neither of us have actually seen it. We looked it up and felt dumb as hell. #X200B, edit, yes, before you type it out, I know chlorine and pee combined creates the pool smell. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm referring to that mythical chemical they put in a pool that changes color when somebody pisses in the pool water and identifies who peed. That doesn't exist, it's what they tell kids to scare them out of pissing in the pool. The Adam Sandler movie Grown Ups, or maybe its sequel, uses this premise as a gag. I'd like to think that will help keep this myth alive for another generation. I was a lifeguard for many years and we absolutely told kids that the pee-revealing chemical is real. Till that was a gag. I just assumed the movie was a reflection of reality. Sigh. Not me, but a friend of mine didn't learn that Martin Luther and Martin Luther King, Jr. weren't the same person until college. I'm an introverted, avid reader. I can't tell you how many basic-ass words I mispronounced for years until I heard someone else say them. I had my CPA license before I realized pickles are actually cucumbers. CPA. Cucumber and Pickle Association? Thought the former leader of North Korea was Kim Jong-il for an embarrassingly long time. I somehow managed to avoid hearing his name said out loud. Or written in a serif font, apparently. They're doing much better now that they're led by the Kim Jong from the UN. Nah, it's French, he's Kim Jong-un. They went backwards. Why there are no 10 birthday candles in stores? I was complaining about it with my husband, and he said you're supposed to put 1 and 0 together, and that was the lowest point in my entire life. Edit, so apparently some of you don't understand. 1. I was just in the store with my husband when I saw some candles. I wasn't looking for wedding candles when I was 10. Obviously. 2. I understand that there might be some candles that are 1 and 0 put together, or some variation that goes higher. I was merely saying that I hadn't seen one before. 3. I'm not stupid. It was a simple error that I've only thought about like 5 times. I wasn't forming my entire personality around this one fact. But to those that were civil and jokey, thanks. Y'all are actually really funny.